Good evening, folks. This is Robert Gillespie. Pleasant conditions right out there right now with 80 degrees. Um, Not much in the way of shower activity, but that's about to change with an upcoming storm that will be happening, or upcoming series of storms rather, that'll be coming via cold front here tomorrow afternoon, and you can see the leading activity coming towards Beckley and Bluefield and right along the West Virginia border. They will be experiencing some activity here soon, but right now nothing for us just yet, but that'll be happening around, I'd say, tomorrow afternoon. As far as any severe threat for thunderstorms, that'll be relatively low, and that is reflected by the National Weather Service Prediction Center, or Storm Prediction Center, SPC. Right now, they just have us at a general risk for thunderstorms. Again, nothing too dramatic, no severe storm threat. We certainly could have a few strong embedded storms with maybe a few heavy wind gusts of 40-50 miles an hour, some cloud to ground lightning, but the general threat is going to be some heavy downpours, and that will be reflected by the Weather Prediction Center, the quantitative precipitation forecast. What they have right here is generally all of Virginia is under the darker greens and the blues, and that signifies about a half an inch to an inch of rain generally throughout Virginia. Except for that little dot right there, but not going to pay too much attention to that. I wouldn't say all of Virginia is going to get that. I would say good portions will. There will be some portions of the area that will probably get a quarter of an inch, while others could get up to 3/4 of an inch to an inch of rain. Really all depends on, the how heavy the cell is, where the storms go in the first place, and if some of the storms are canceled out by some orographic lift from the western facing slopes, and there could be some areas that won't get quite as much moisture as others. Roanoke's a good example. We've had had that happen plenty of times. So I would say around Roanoke, expect about 3/10 to 4/10 of an inch of rain. It'll be generally overcast. Thunderstorms definitely. Thunderstorms are definitely going to happen, but like I said, severe storms, any hail or any of that, don't have to worry about that too much. I would say around Virginia Beach, Harrisonburg, Charlottesville, we'll generally see a little bit more rain. In my opinion, I'd say about generally 3/4 of an inch, but from about, let's say, Bedford, Blacksburg, Roanoke, and Floyd, I would say about 3 to 4/10 of an inch of rain. Um, After those series of storms, though, for tomorrow, I would say it would be relatively nice to go out and do something, as you can see here, 85 degrees and clear conditions are expected for Friday, so nothing dramatic happening on that day, and definitely a time where you could go possibly, hiking. Definitely take advantage of the pleasant weather. And Saturday is going to be a little bit hotter, so I would say definitely take a water bottle with you. But again, the weekend looks very pleasant with Sunday afternoon isolated thunderstorms, but they're going to be relatively far apart from one another. You could have one cell up in far northern Virginia and one cell in far southern Virginia, but it's definitely not going to be widespread. So maybe that day just pack the umbrella if storms or rain happens at some point in the afternoon, but don't expect it. It's just a slight chance, but nothing widespread. Um, Other than that, though, yes. So pleasant conditions throughout the weekend. Rain tomorrow, thunderstorm activity. I would say, again, from 3/10 of an inch all the way to 3/4 of an inch, maybe some 1 inch amounts, but generally that's what's expected throughout Virginia. So definitely not a washout, But again, take it slow when you're coming back from work, because I expect these to happen generally from about noon to 6 o'clock. So there could be a random storm slamming into some part of town during rush hour. So definitely try and go home slow, and don't rush too much, and make sure you have a safe trip home. But again, Thursday, a little bit of rain, weekend pleasant, and that's about it. So this is Robert Gillespie, and I hope you all have a great rest of your evening, and I will see you again roughly, I'd say maybe Saturday evening or Sunday morning, and I will give you another full forecast. Take care, folks.